YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite action. The gameplay you're watching in the background, me, Tabor Hill, native plays, running some squads. There's a nice little 7-kill win. Nice and smooth running the double pump. If you haven't heard yet, the double pump is going to be nerfed soon. By the time you're watching this video, it might already be nerfed. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed using it. The gameplay in the background doesn't really matter. What you're here to see today is the top 10 concepts that are floating around in the community today, and whether or not they should be included in the game, my opinion on the subjects, and I'll try and explain them a little bit as well. So if you guys follow any Fortnite stuff on Twitter or Reddit or whatever, you've probably seen some of these things pop up. I'm going to rank them in order from 10 down to 1 as to where I think they are the most relevant, popular, most likely to be entered into the game, most needed in the game, that sort of thing. So I want to set a goal for you guys. If this video can hit 100 likes, I will give out a free battle pass for season 3. It's probably going to be a $10 gift card for PSN. You can use it for V-Bucks, you can use it for whatever else. But either way, you could also use it to buy a season 3 battle pass. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you tell your friends to come hit that like button as well. But moving into this top 10, guys, the number 10 thing that I think is the kind of concept that's floating around is the Space Girl costume. This kind of looks cool. They've been obviously going a little bit wild with the costumes lately. I think it's really cool. I think it adds a lot of flavor to the game. I don't really think it's out of place because this game's pretty off the wall anyway. So seeing something like a pink teddy bear or a nutcracker, it's not that far-fetched to see a space girl. I really think this would be a cool addition. I ranked it at number 10 because it's probably going to happen, and there's tons of other costumes that are out there, so it's not all that like unique to throw it any higher in the list. But either way, it's a cool costume. It belongs in this list. Moving right along. Number 9, guys, is a final podium. You guys have seen this in Call of Duty. I don't know about other games, but basically the top 3 players in the lobby at the end of the game would get a little final screen love, I guess. It would show the first, second, and third place, maybe some stats on them. I rank this really low because even though a lot of people are wanting it, I don't find it that very useful. I notice whenever I'm in a top 5, top 3 situation, you don't have a lot of people watching the game at that point. So the amount of people that are actually going to see this list, it's very minimal, you know, so it's really not that necessary to add it in at the game because this is not going to be anybody watching. Like, let's say you die in the first city, whatever, first couple rounds. You're not going to stick around through the end of it and see who won. You don't really care. Maybe if you're in the top 5 and you stay and watch, but at that point you already know who's first, second, and third. You just don't know how many kills they have. So it's just a little bit of information. I just don't think it's that useful. That's why I put it in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have customizable crosshairs. Now, a lot of people are calling for customization in the game. One thing that they're trying to add in is crosshairs. This could be kind of cool. You could change the reticles. We do this a lot in Call of Duty. You can unlock reticles and change it up a little bit. I'm kind of impartial on the subject. I don't really care either way. As it is, most of the weapons have different crosshairs to begin with. Shotguns don't match ARs or SMGs, and snipers have their own scope. So it's kind of whatever. To have customizable crosshairs is kind of whatever to me, especially because it's not a first-person shooter, so I don't really... Crosshairs to me don't really matter. I could see why the community would want it. It won't hurt that much to throw it in there. So if they do, that'd be cool. Just another thing to customize the game to make it more your flavor. Also to change things up to keep it interesting as well. It's kind of cool as well. Coming in at number 7, guys, is some custom building binding for your console controller. So if you guys are console players, you know you kind of have these default controls to run everything. A lot of people have some problems with that, especially the building can be a little bit clunky because you have to cycle through materials or you have to cycle through structures. So it can be a little bit awkward, but somebody posted on Reddit. What you see here is kind of their way of kind of binding the structures to specific keys. So your triggers and your bumpers would each call out a different structure. And basically you would, let's say you want to throw up a wall, you would hit the button for the wall. That would select the wall, and then you would confirm it, but then you could continuously confirm it. And then if you wanted to switch from the wall to the stairs, basically you could just hit the L2, and now you'd be able to select the stairs and then start, you know, spamming them down as well. Something like this would be kind of cool. I think it would be useful because certainly one thing that PC players have over console players is the ability to build faster, and that's because they can bind things like this. They don't have to cycle through structures. They don't really have to, well, they probably cycle through materials, but that's secondary. I think this would be really cool to add in. At the same time, it's not super crazy because as Tabor has done a video on how you could kind of tweak your building setup so that you can build stairs faster. You could see there's some, I don't want to call hacks, but there's some workarounds to it. And also at the end of the day, when you're working on a console controller, it just comes down to muscle memory. If I switched up my controls at this point, I wouldn't benefit any. I'd have to relearn it. It would just not be that simple for me. I'm just used to these standards that I use with the, I think it's Quick Builder Pro. I know this for a fact because I've been running Combat Pro for a while, like basically ever since it was released. I tried to switch back to the default controls and that was just a disaster. So I had to go back to Combat Pro almost instantly. Anybody that could tell you that too, if they've tried to switch up controls after they've been playing for a while, it's really difficult and they'd rather just keep the ones that they're used to already. Either way, it's still a cool concept. If you're starting a game fresh, you would learn this game faster and you'd be able to build faster on these controls, obviously. So it'd be cool if they added it. I'd actually probably get used to it. Honestly, I would try it. But either way, it's cool and it comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, guys, is a leaderboard. This is a lobby leaderboard similar to what we have in many other games. Basically rank everybody who's still alive, how many kills they've got, whether or not they're alive, what place they're in, that sort of thing. I think it'd be really cool. It would be cool to see who's in your lobby as well. Unfortunately, there's not anything like that in the game yet. Hopefully they'll add it. This seems kind of common sense that they should add it, and I think they will. But either way, I think it would be good to add. I hope they do, and we'll see what happens. Coming in at number 5, guys, is a consumable item that somebody added called the gas mask. Basically, the gas mask is something you could use that would make you immune to the health effects of the storm. This is kind of cool. I do like this because as of right now, if you do need to heal up while you're in the storm, you need to apply a bandage, and that one kind of makes you immobile. You can't keep running. The only thing you can do right now that can kind of back off the effects of the storm would be take a slurp. Again, that'll only give you, I think, 1 health per second or 2 healths per second, whatever it is. So if you're in a heavy storm, like late round, definitely not going to help you. Bandages aren't going to help you. If you get caught in like the 4th or 5th storm, you're basically done. There's really nothing you can do. But having a gas mask that would negate the effects of the storm would be really beneficial, especially if you're in a late storm. Pop the gas mask, give you some time to pop a bandage or med kit or whatever. Be really good, because it really sucks when you get into a late round. You're having an awesome game. You just complete this epic battle with somebody and then you end up dying because of the storm. It's just very unfortunate. I think this would be a cool addition to the game. I hope they consider using it. The Reddit user that posted it said a 30-second timer on it. But it doesn't have to be that long. I don't think 30 seconds is bad, because you really just need 10 to 15 seconds to get out of a storm. Whatever it is, I'm sure they'll balance it. I do think it'd be pretty cool, so hopefully it gets added. Coming in at number 4, guys, is a concept called the Dragon Glider. Now, I'm not here to talk about necessarily the dragon itself. I just think it would be cool to start doing something different with the gliders and umbrellas. Something like this thing right here with the dragon. I know they just added the big bear. That was pretty cool. Other things that would be cool is if you could like pop out like a little airplane glider and sit in it and fly out. Like that would be kind of cool. I just think it's time to start doing some adjustments to the gliders, because you know what, they're customizing a lot of things, so might as well do these as well. I do think it's kind of cool, a little bit outside the box, and we'll see what happens. And this one I do believe was posted by Fortnite, so the potential to add something like this seems pretty reasonable, especially now that we've seen the Valentine's bear. Coming in at number 3, guys, is kind of a controversial one. This is the sticky bomb, aka the C4. Basically what this does is sticks to any building to detonate walls, floors, stairs at the push of a button. Sticks to the bottom of stairs to destroy your path, detonate walls to get into buildings faster. It does not give you any resources when detonating on buildings, and it can be placed on traps and resources. To me, guys, this is very useful. I know a lot of people were complaining about this because they don't want it in Fortnite. They think it would make it too much like Call of Duty. Of all the things that people are trying to add to this game to make it like Call of Duty, this to me not really the most valid, especially because the main issue with this one in Call of Duty, the C4, is that you can kind of detonate it in midair, and that really makes things a little bit different. I personally think this would be really useful, because imagine when you're using a jump pad and you want to build yourself a nice ramp. You want to make sure nobody can use that jump pad after you're done. Place the C4 at the bottom of your ramp, explode it, take out your jump pad, nobody can use it. If you ramp up to a mountain also, set your stairs up, blow them up so nobody can follow you or know that you were even up there. Very useful. Also, when you know people are camping inside of a building, it would be nice to be able to blow the wall while not having to shoot at it and waste ammo the traditional way that we have to breach walls. This would be really helpful, because when you get into these situations where people want to camp into a room, you'll shoot or you'll break or whatever you'll do to get through their wall. They'll just keep spamming walls, spamming walls, spamming walls. By the time you do get through to them, you've got to reload your weapon. This would be cool. Throw a C4 on them, blow that wall up, and just blast them in the face with a shotgun. That'll teach them not to camp. Coming in at number 2, guys, this one has been all over Twitter. It's the first person mode. There's a video you could see, someone made a concept of it, what they think it would look like to play first person Fortnite. A lot of people want this. Other battle royales have made attempts at this. I know PUBG, I believe H1 also has a first person mode. I know from a competitive standpoint, you really do need a first person, because that way you can't third person peek. It's kind of not going to make this a competitive esport if somebody can see somebody behind a wall when that other person can't see them. So for that reason, having a first person would help. I think with the building, it would be awkward. I don't think they should add it because of that. My biggest reason is more just stop trying to make this into Call of Duty. This game works fine as a third person. It's not super competitive anyway. It's more of a casual fun game. You can sweat it, but from an esports standpoint, it's not quite there yet. It's really hard to make a BR game any type of esport anyway because of the randomness. Either way, the community wants it. They want to see it. They'll probably get a chance at it. I don't think it'll work. I don't really care for it, but it's very popular to have this and people want it, so I'm putting it here at number 2. Coming in at number 1, guys, the most important, the most relevant, the most valuable thing that I think that needs to be added, the concept that's floating around, is character customization. Now, this isn't just go off and buy yourself an outfit or whatever and put that on. This is actually the ability to customize your outfit. You see here with the Raptor outfit, they were able to change the color of the head, whatever you could do. So you have some options to tailor, you know, the outfit color and whatever it is. This would be really useful because some of these character loot outfits are pretty pricey, so the ability to get some more mileage out of your thing that you're buying, it would be really nice. So if you buy something for 1,000 V-Bucks and then you can change the color of it a week later, makes you not bored of it. Also makes some variety. If you see 2 of the same people on the same field at the same time, they can wear different colors. It's just cool. I think this would be added. It should be added. It's necessary, especially with the amount that people are investing in this. You got to give them some longevity out of it. I notice for me, when I get a new outfit, I'll play with it for like a week, and then I'm down to try something else. That can get pretty pricey. So having the ability to change a color or anything would be really cool. And hopefully they'll consider this going forward. If they do, I think they'll get a lot of longevity out of these outfits. People will be more likely to buy stuff because they know that they'll be able to use it for various different iterations of it. And they won't be sitting around seeing something new pop up and say, I don't want that. I'm going to see if something better comes along later. So that would be nice if they added that. Anyway, guys, that's the top 10 biggest kind of concepts that are out there right now in the Reddit, Twitter world for Fortnite Battle Royale that people have been throwing around that they want to see added to the game. What are your guys' thoughts? Again, if this video hits 100 likes, I will give out a free Season 3 Battle Pass. So make sure you guys do hit that like button if you did like what you see or you just like free stuff. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Tell your friends about it so they come around. I'm going to keep this offer on the table. Every video gets 100 likes, gets Season 3 Battle Pass. Until then, guys, make sure you hit me on the Twitter so you follow, get all the latest updates on what's going on with the channel. And then I will see you guys next time. Peace out.